Jacheba for way and na Paul Admotri can ask them say or the warrant at me so. And before I go to Paul issue, so my kind of said the nyoma biba, but me didn't kind a humano. There are few things he said that I want.
Well, on another form, I'm a cover bunny Sarinaji, Musufa Panishells, I'm so red Naomi Asumami, but as a school bug when we be bedtime, please now. So send a latest baby piano. I Kevin Taylor, Namia in one for free, from 2020, warrant arrest near done so. Year free so baby said dentina warrant arrest done so from 2020. And no number from 2020 and said there was a case in court during the time of your man Penny that Akufo-Addo. Now or during that time the judiciary, the Supreme Court, no more the assembly ever galamsey because at that time so now we say galamsey so now was so no more now assembly or court. Now we do want some. When him say according to Imran Mono, say assembly or court to mudi want some. And new coin say obi di be pia bonten abeka want some. And at that time no na Kevin Taylor boss asem na so. And at that time so no ubon say that video na be trendy pa oka justice baku justice K Bafo. No born ne din super or the kind of some pa. Chechire mu nyina Kevin Taylor no can say Justice K Bafo no or corrupt. And no na assembly that ex government no and I said the former government Nana Akufo-Addo no or making biano and no this so as a sir or as a judge no was a wunya dia ebe bua o man no unfa emra no fa yejuma na so no de na ogwe according to the former government no asem on making biano na obedi so because omo no mo de ne bae so he's a corrupt man. It's a one new video ebe the betrayal denti a ema ye de gina so a ye de che no ene nsem a okeka ye betrayal video but for now no sisi ano ne din no a free wanted list musa warrant na omo tourist nko no month me nya na nche no because all those time no wo amanone amanone na wo ye ne video nyina until from 2020 sa arrest na done so no be seen ne and which is 22nd of July 2025 PM work Supreme Court and at the decision making of 4-1 judges no majority no and book case no so good so he's free to go but you go watch video na Kevin Taylor can one sema ehun beba sema issue around warrant of arrest to so but you are not subscribing to Nusarina JC be latest baby
because say afterwards Asian and co jailer Mensa Otabo has to go to jail. That is how Atuesian ended up in jail. But that's not my problem. I wanted to give you a background of Judge Cheba for the judge they've been talking about, or the warrant that took Kevin Taylor. So a young judge. In fact, when you go to his school, time I know what school, no, the people in the law in school, time I know we law, no, 40 students, law students, he could not even pass to be one of the 40. Cheba for. In fact, when I go into the background of Cheba for, people will be shocked and be like, how did Madam Tokolu decide to add his name to the 5 judges that they wanted to take to the Supreme Court in 2024? Now, let's come to Paul Admotri in Sama and all kind of video. You see, Paul Admotri, my catcher and say, I never wanted to talk about Judge Cheba for because I saw Judge Cheba for's action then as an unprofessional action. He acted from impulse. He did not think through what he did. So I've always never considered that thing that happened, say, Obit to court, or so on Wangasama warrant. Or I saw, say, he was too power drunk. He felt too powerful and that he forgot his position. So I've always never treated that issue as an important issue. I'm being very honest with you. Because any lawyer, office school ended one day can go and set that thing aside. And Judge Cheba knows to date that has tainted his reputation. Because nobody in this world will allow such a judge, such Chebafor, to be moved to the Supreme Court after that action he took. Because when the petition was written, time and NCA case in the our petition and a petition, the Chief Justice then, any niabua, a catcher say this and this and this ain't no petition. Judge, any yabua, Chief Justice then, or catcher any pan say, Kevin Taylor is not in Ghana. Kevin Taylor is not a party to the case. So he cannot consider whatever Kevin Taylor has said to instruct Chebafor to step aside. That is the ruling from Eninyabua. Meaning, 1, I am not part of the case. 2, I am out of jurisdiction. So how can the judge sitting on the case, who is Chebafor, decide to say, I've issued a warrant to somebody the Chief Justice says is not part of the case and also is out of jurisdiction? So he should tell you, say, the whole thing was a mess. It was a rush thing to make sure, say, politically, some people become judicial, darling boys to be moved quickly. And I have never spent a day thinking about Chebafor's action because his action is killing him. He knows. And it is killing whatever he put together as a judge to date. And the reputation judges Bikuta or Ghana, Chebafor knows he does not have it. He knows it. It is the worst decision ever any judge would make. And he knows. Oma politics, as say, the little credibility he had. This is Paul Ademotre on the screen. Now, I want to let Paul Ademotre know something. You see, Chebafor that will can every day. Judge Chebafor, I will say, me echo, and I am talking to some people to tell Chebafor to not to let me. Chebafor cannot stop me from coming to Ghana. In fact, you yourself, you have said on countless occasions, say, me about Ghana so many times. So why are you saying Chebafor can stop me from coming to Ghana? So you know that I can come to Ghana and Chebafor cannot stop me from coming to Ghana. But I want to tell you something. Judge Chebafor himself, he is not a clean judge. He has a lot of things on his head that today, if I decide to go in, Chebafor should not be a judge in any of our courts. You know that. Because at least I was giving him second chance to clean that bad reputation that he created for himself when he took that decision. Do you understand? But Chebafor, baby, the reason I'm doing this is because you brought Chebafor name into this matter. So I have no option than to let the world know why Chebafor Krano, because of you, Paul. Say, I can say, expose Chebafor. Chebafor should not be sitting in any court as a judge. Listen, I wouldn't have done this. But it's because Paul Ademotre, because you brought Chebafor's name. Because every time you try everything to bring other people's name in. Right now, Chebafor, because of you, is on the chopping board. Until we need to let people know the Chebafor you are talking about to say, Mr. S. Yeah, 2024. All right, thank you. The Chebafor that you were talking about to say, Chebafor is a judge. He put warrant. Chebafor, see, I can see a Chebafor records. Today, the Chief Justice can be petitioned for Chebafor to be kicked out of office. You know that? Yeah. Chebafor has committed a crime which is not different from what Madam Tokonu has committed. I have a lot of sensitive information and documents. For some reason, I want to say we are growing in this trade. We are growing in this profession. For some reason, maybe I near 10 years ago, we don't do it again because sometimes we feel, say, we want some people to at least sit back, listen to themselves, look back, and start to do what? Change. And there were some crazy things we used to do. We've not done. We've stopped doing it. But because of what Paul Ademotre, I want the world to know, say, the crime today that is making the world talk about Madam Tokonu, that same crime, similar, Chebafor has committed the same crime. Now, because of Paul Ademotre, I'm going to make the world know one of the things Chebafor has done. Chebafor is not any legitimate, clean judge. Because, you see, let me tell you something. Chebafor knows the law. It's me boom raso, and now I wish I me boom raso. Not Chebafor boom raso. I will say jelly Chebafor more than all of us. Because he's a judge. He's a judge who is supposed to know the law. It's to bring Chebafor's name in your editorial to defend your on kwasi asema wodia, it means the stray bullets na ebeka omu nyina ansa na mabawo so. Inti, do not think say asa. No, any single person you mentioned, I'll bring that person's record for people to know who they are. And sana, I deal with you, Paul Ademotre. Now, let me show you something. Judge Cheba for Paul Uboni Dina also no send the warrant. No, ask Judge Cheba for. Judge Cheba for stayed in government bungalow. The same time he was staying in government bungalow, he was taking allowance, he was taking money from the government. Judge Cheba for or take government bungalow, man government building our team are buying it here. He was still taking money from the government. He has committed a crime, and I'm a boy. It does not matter when Judge Cheba did that. But so Ghana Mremwa, if I want to petition the Chief Justice about that action, I can petition the Chief Justice and say this judge Cheba who should know what is right, stayed in government bungalow and at the same time taking allowance, whilst he knew that bungalow no timuno enisa or Jessica. Judge Cheba took the taxpayers' money. He took the taxpayers' money. He was taking rent allowance. Go and ask Judge Cheba for, oh yes, sir. And if you want to apply the law, he was taking rent allowance. He was staying in government bungalow as a judge and at the same time taking a rent allowance. Is it not illegal? It is. So I can say I rigid. This judge called Cheba he should not be sitting in any court in Ghana. But I didn't want to talk about all these things because I have access to a lot of sensitive information. And if I decide to bring all those things out, a lot of judges will leave our courts. They will be sacked. It's not important in here. But the moment you bring Cheba name, then it means I have to let the world know what Cheba some of the crimes he has committed. Where are the least? Cheba you are buying a diamond, Paul, and no one coming you. I've had documents years and years. I keep them because I know when to use them. Well, I influencer judge. Cheba now buying diamond. I buying triaka. Na order who the rent allowance gusudi. And you know the funny thing? Cheba rent allowance na later. Ebeye Claire say no. He did what? He tried to refund. Meaning the fact to say while refund the crutches, he knew that what he was doing was wrong. Cheba this judge, Paul Nakoboni Ding. Paul Ademotre brought your name. Because I don't have time to be dealing with Cheba And he asked Cheba say, did he take rent allowance whilst he was staying in government bungalow? Did he try to refund? What made him try to refund? Let me show you something here. You see, this is Cheba. Go and ask him. Number and name, Cheba total rent allowance, 32,490. Or Jesasikani di Tetisikano, 390 million. And amount refunded or refunded 20,000. Cheba as we speak, or the Ghana cracker 7,000. Or the rent allowance whilst or take a buying a diamond. Go and ask Cheba Paul. The Cheba you are making noise about. An ordinary Ghanaian can petition the Chief Justice and say Cheba went against the law. It is similar to what the Chief Justice has done. This is Cheba. But for some reason, we don't talk about things because we try to make this country move in a certain way where we protect them. We protect a lot of people, let me tell you. Because we want this country to move in a way Obia Sebio protect you in a nice way. But when people like Paul Ademotre push here, we can do things. And we can push things for some people. Some people will stay indoors for the rest of their lives. I would have wait. It has been with me for years. I didn't want to show it, but I want to prove something to Paul. Let me enlarge it. You see, ask him that did he take rent allowance whilst he was living in government bungalow? Mumbusano. This is his name, his lordship, Justice Cheba for 32,490 Ghana, 15 pesos. While refunding 20,000 Ghana, 7,419, 50 pesos is still our money. Now, what is the difference between this and what Chief Justice has done? OTT, so yeah, Cheba for. Do you know the damage we can do? Paul? Do you know what we can do? And then Makacha will say, I have apologized to your wife, and I have apologized to your children. What I'm about to do to you, you commit suicide. So I'm not going to do much, but I wanted Paul to know, say, Cheba for himself, on one case, with all due respect, it be to an Cheba for. And a Cheba for did this, and Cheba for put one hand. And I'm say, Cheba for himself. We are going strictly by the law. And Cheba for is not, he shouldn't be sitting in any court. Because I can petition the Chief Justice on this action of Cheba for. Do you think he will survive? No. He will lose his lines. He will go home. So tonight, pick a phone and ask Cheba for, did he actually take rent allowance whilst he was living in government bungalow? Ask him. Let him sue. Let him come out. I want Cheba for to do a press conference and say he never did that. And no document in Ghana in the judicial settings proves that he had done that. Go and ask the Auditor General. Go and ask the Auditor General. This is a technology game. If you don't have evidence, don't speak. Say a show, ukodin kwasasem ni maintain. So ukodin kwasasem ni don't try to drag people in your nonsense. Cheba for tini baby, and wako kamba kaon, and then the whole Ghana, and the Obia ATA Cheba for asem. And kasem way, so many Ghanaians wouldn't know. But because of you, Paul Adamotri, because you think, say, Udin Kwasia Semria, I was all finding ways to be now, now didn't call for bim, or two for Edan Can William, say, Cheba for Busano, say, did he stay in government bungalow and did he take rent allowance? He should come and say never. The same Cheba for only the same judge who presided over 2012, the cocaine case now, and then was Cheba for 2012. He was the same judge, second court judge, or Tina Conconteni cases, cocaine case, Danny Conconteni was the same Cheba for this same judge, this same person, or this same judge, this same judge, this same Cheba for. Paul, you want us to do everything? We can do everything. We can do everything. Because right now, no, who show no, adane eyedien ewiemu bloggers nyoma na wo ye. O sorry agrada na wo kana asem. O sorry na wo ka nkwanchen stories. O sorry nyoma sebio em fampuntuo mba na wodi hu nkomo. Wo ni ewiemu difference bi no. The only thing is that wo she Vietnam suit and ewiemu for efrantoma. There's nothing attractive about what you do. There's nothing attractive about what you do. Wo ni ewiemu difference nim. So nobody in Ghana and Adjuni Ejuma will spend time to come and watch you, Paul Adamotri. There's nothing in you again. You are basically a communicator for the MPP. I can bet you cannot do a show without mentioning Agrad Adin. You cannot do a show without mentioning Sofu Bidin. And you cannot do a show without doing roadside politics. The only on Instagram, TikTok, for that is what you do. You are not able to talk about the real issues. We will have facts. And I'll come to the Ghana there. But I want you to understand. Cheba for body dino or kupong or on the floors. And if you want me to put more out, I'll put more out. I am daring you. If you want me a court to put more out on Cheba for, I can put more out on Cheba for ultimate Jina court biya. But out of some reason, for some reason, because I didn't want Cheba For's action to distract my viewers. But because you brought his name, and then the make sure say, tomorrow we should all ask Cheba for, did he stay in government bungalow, and did he take rent allowance? And did he refund? Why did he refund if he did not do something wrong? What Tokoni is going through, if any Ghanaian citizens decide to apply that on Cheba for needs to go home. Adia wo ya no show no so wiem. Ya ga say wiem ka say wiem. The difference between wo Paul and wiem and Obadana and say wo Vietnam suit. There's nothing interesting about you. What do you talk about? And I say, and you have nothing. You are empty. Why is a pito kra? You are dry. Why is that money? Hey, massa, you need my damage. Eh? You can say damage. Damage ye be no. It could be done. But baby at tea and baby a free tea. Sometimes your enemy crumple your consider no because on yanko pong ye ni be okra and son your meaning so consider. That is why. So na ko watch about fooding. Because you told to me 2-3 hours na TV so now we your TikTok story. Me say and obey show abekono ka grad asem. Only story bia. There's nothing in that guy. Very dirty, riffraff, filthy. Obi akodi wo yire na me catch no we jawa. What was saying, I said, Bram, better catch a Cheba for Mama 1. And I'm expecting you to respond to this. I'm expecting Cheba for to respond to this. Obia, Obodi Dimbiano, I'll come and respond to it. Abuache, Yejinim.
Okay, no, for Hannah, I'm myself, I now subscribe to News Arena. Maybe I let us be baby piano when you be here. So for Spanish shelter, Macramo. Goodbye.